So for this video, we are going to review how to factor the sum and difference of perfect cubes. So for perfect squares, remember that it can only be the difference. It's dots, difference of two perfect squares. For cubes, it can be the sum or the difference. So you should get to know your perfect cubes if you don't already. 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, 4 cubed is 64, 5 cubed is 125, 6 cubed is 216, and just get familiar with them because it makes it easier. Also remember that for a variable, to cube root a variable, you divide your exponent by 3. To cube root a variable, divide the exponent by 3. So let's take a look at number 1. My first step is so now I am going to set up my parentheses, and I like to use SOAP in order to do that. So I always have a binomial times a trinomial, and we're going to use SOAP. So it's the same sign, opposite sign, always positive. These two pieces fall right into that first parentheses, and then you are going to square, multiply, square to get into that second parentheses. So your first piece squared is a squared. A times 4, that's our multiplication, is 4a. And our last piece, 4 squared, gives me 16. So there's number 1. Taking a look at number 2, I'm going to cube root each of these just so I know what bases I'm working with to make it easier. Set up my parentheses, binomial times a trinomial. Set up my SOAP, same sign, opposite sign, always positive. And then I am going to put these two pieces into here, 5 minus 2y, and then I am going to square, multiply, square. 5 times 2y, 5 squared gives me 25. Next piece is multiplying. So 5 times 2y gives me 10y. And then squaring, make sure you're careful here. This is really 2y squared, which is really 2y times 2y, which is 4y squared. So you want to make sure you're squaring the entire monomial and not just the variable. So a couple of key things to remember. SOAP, same sign, opposite sign, and then always positive. To cube root a variable, you're going to divide the exponent by 3. When you set up your parentheses, it is always going to be a binomial times a trinomial using same sign, opposite sign, always positive. And these are going to be the cube roots in the first parentheses. And then it is going to be square, multiply, square to get the second parentheses. What is it that you're squaring, multiplying, and squaring? It's those cube roots. So that is your review of sum and difference of perfect cubes.